Catturd.
Oh boy.
This one is just so funny to me. He says, if you're a conservative influencer, keep your head on a swivel. The violent left wants to kill you. I learned that lesson the hard way this weekend.
You don't leave your house.
So yeah, I'm like, oh, you learned that the left wants to kill you the hard. So you didn't survive. You died. The left killed you. The left killed Catturd. This is him announcing it. More to the point, though, is that people keep asking him, like, oh my god, what happened? And he's just not giving any details whatsoever.
The details are the fun part, my guy.
Yeah, like, if something actually happened, you fucking talk about it.
Yep. I learned that the hard way this weekend. Did you see a mean tweet? Like, what happened?
Apparently he did some vague thing, like, he did a little bit more vague detail dropping on a podcast.
So if he's only been elaborating on a podcast, then he's doing it to steer people over to the podcast. Now, granted, I can't say jack shit because I did the same thing.
He's also apparently not actually elaborating on the podcast. He's just like gave a little bit more details and said that the police are involved. So it's not actual elaboration. It's just vaguely like, yeah, cops have been called. So probably someone sent him a mean message and he reported it to the police. Like, that's my guess, is someone sent him a bad DM. Now, to be clear, I do not condone threatening people in DMs on the internet. But there's, like, you're a public figure who is very inflammatory. I'm not going to be surprised if you got a nasty DM or two. But, like, have you seen the nasty DMs that the people on the left have to endure from the right?
Al says, could you ask... So this is the scary thing, is that I know this is going to get me down a tangent, but I'm going to do it anyway, Tal. Tal says, could you ask Rhino what was the poster on his wall during his videos is? I've been trying to figure it out.
It's not on... Yeah. That thing? That? Because it is... I don't know, flowers or something?
Flowers or something?
It's like an abstract... It's an abstract painting that fit that space okay. That's all it is. Nothing special to it. It's actually upside down because we thought it looked better in the space upside down. It was specifically like thinking of like how it would look on camera, and the signature that is upside down is high enough up that it will never be visible. So yeah, we put it upside down.
Here we go. Brother.
Got Heidi is pointing out it's a piece of art by a Bahamian artist.
Like I said, I knew that this was going to get us down a small tangent, but I braved it anyway. I braved the ADHD minds, everyone.
Oh, Heidi has all sorts of art from the islands that she has brought into our home. It's actually kind of funny because I talked about how she's kind of a, like, her home's decorating style is like, there's a lot of like the live, laugh, love stuff that people make fun of.
Yeah.
But like, she doesn't just take it off the shelf and put it on the wall. She will like paint it or put it somewhere it's not supposed, like there's a fish on our wall, like a little decorative fish that's supposed to be like on a table or something in a centerpiece or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's stuck to our wall because she's like, oh, the color scheme matches and it fits the space. So that's where the fish goes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So anyway, Catturd is dead. Next up, Jack says, LMAO, President Trump says the photo of Biden as an autopen isn't going anywhere. So Ingram asked him, are you going to replace that with his actual photo? Trump says, I don't think so. And then the left is furious.
Who on the left is furious about it?
Nobody. I don't fucking care about Biden. But what I do find funny is the whole autopen scandal was just... it was the idea that Biden was pardoning people that he didn't know who they were. Mm-hmm. Trump is now on record in an interview on TV saying, like, oh, why did you pardon this guy? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. So, sure, leave Biden's autopen there, but at least he didn't get on camera and say, I actually don't know who I'm pardoning. So, like, I'm not furious about the autopen. I just think it's massively hypocritical to make a big deal out of the autopen.
Rain Dog says every accusation's a confession. Yeah, if we just put a picture of an orange there instead of Trump's picture, then the right wings would say that we're being disrespectful and be
absolutely.
mad.
Yeah, 100%. And I think whoever's president next should absolutely do that, just to watch them burn. And no, I don't actually think it would be nice if we could get back to the semblance of decorum, where like the president is actually supposed to represent all of the people, not just the ones who voted for him.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
It would be. Twilight says, wouldn't it be funny if Trump's replaced with an orange or put in the toilet floor?
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so Joshua Hames says, everyone knows deep down in their bones that this is perverse and disordered, Romans 1. And it says, straight men's physiological stress response to seeing two men kissing is the same as seeing maggots. So what I'm getting from that is that, I mean, if this is true, which I doubt, but if this is true, then what I'm getting from that is that straight men are a bunch of wimps who can't handle a few maggots.
I mean, I'm not a really big fan of seeing maggots either, but I live in Georgia, so I don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, like...
But I spell them differently, too.
Oh, is it spelled wrong? Oh, that kind. Yeah, I got it. Mm-hmm. I'm a little slow on the uptake, but I got there. Yeah, no. Here's the thing. I don't want maggots in my house, but like maggots themselves, they're gross, but whatever. It's just a maggot.
Yeah, you see it, you throw it away, you like pressure wash the thing, and you leave it alone.
And honestly, as far as seeing two men kiss, I don't really like to see anyone kiss. If I'm perfectly honest. I probably have a stronger reaction to maggots, but it doesn't matter what the genders of the people involved are. I just don't want to see you swapping saliva because I think that's gross. I don't have a problem doing it. I just don't want to see other people do it. Although, it is fun grossing out the kids.
And so do you feed the maggots to your pets? I can't control where they're going to try to go, so no, I'm not doing that, personally.
Well, didn't they used to use maggots, like, back before medicine was invented? They used maggots to, like, clean out wounds to stop them from getting infected because the maggots would eat the necrotic tissue, but they wouldn't eat the live tissue?
We still do that.
Do we?
Yeah, we still use medicinal maggots.
Okay. I don't want to use medicinal
Just like
maggots.
we still do bloodletting. Like, that's
but only for, like, two things, though.
Yeah, it's because we found the situations where this works.
We found the two things where it actually works for.
Just like blowing smoke up your ass. We have found that actually does have medicinal use.
What kind of smoke?
I don't know because I'm not a medical expert, but I know that it was a phrase.
Because I know, you know how everybody says that, like, people that want to pretend... Oh my god, am I disconnected again? No, I'm not. It's just my chat was disconnected.
Fennec just going, we still use leeches too. It's so cool. Medical leeches.
Fennec's going a little bit nuts over there. Yeah, no, so you know that factoid that people that like to sound smart like to say, like, oh, turtles breathe through their buttholes?
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard that?
No.
Yeah, occasionally it's not exclusively, but like they will... If Fennec says, hey, allow me my weird knowledge. Have you seen my channel, man? Like, this fundraiser a few years ago once involved a wild animal penis quiz.
As you do.
But yeah, so turtles can breathe through their butts. They don't breathe exclusively through their butts, but they can stick their butt above the water and like suck in a little bit of air and breathe that way. Humans can do that too. We just... So this is I forget the details, but there have been there are some situations where if a patient needs oxygen and they can't get the nose thing, like the nose thing isn't going to do it for them, one of the things that can be done is they can stick a tube up their butt and send the oxygen in that way. Because the tissue, like, it's your abdominal tissue, its whole thing is absorbing nutrients that are needed. And like, yeah, the lungs are the organ that is specialized for specifically the gas exchange, but like your intestines can do it. They're just not optimized for it.
We should be min-maxing our intestines, optimize them for more things to be inserted into them.
Yeah, inserting things inside you is always fun, right? Always, 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I'm at the age where I should start getting regular colonoscopies. Yay.
Just turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
What we got next?
I thought turn your head and cough was like feeling your balls in your taint. That wasn't the colonoscopy part. Am I wrong on that? I've never actually had to turn my head and cough. But that's the thing. Like when I've seen it done as a joke on TV shows or whatever, is like the doctor's always like putting on his glove and like, okay, turn your head and cough. But it's like that's the thing that makes sense for it. I don't know. Okay. Kevin Sorbo.
Oh boy.
So this is the email that I was talking about. So email originally from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. He says, I want you to realize that the dog hasn't barked, or that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. He's so bad at writing. I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. The victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. So this sounds to me like
somebody squealing.
Like this was so this is 2011. So this is, I think that was the first investigation. Was it 2012 he was convicted, or 2008? I don't know.
I don't remember the years that pedophiles get in trouble.
One of the times he was being investigated, and Trump is the dog who's not barking, despite the fact that he's like the police chief has been investigating him. And then Ghislaine responded with, I've been thinking about that. And so Kevin Sorbo says, my question is this: didn't the Dems have control over these emails for 4 years? And after an 8-year investigation into Trump, it's not even the slightest bit odd that they kept this email for so long before releasing it. If you had this evidence, I would have published it immediately, wouldn't you?
Didn't they have to do a whole vote to get these released in the first place?
It was part of an ongoing investigation.
Ah.
You don't release files pertinent to an ongoing investigation just willy-nilly. But then Trump got elected, and Trump put people in the DOJ that were going to make the investigation go away. And so now there's no investigation anymore. So it's not part of an ongoing investigation. So we can release them now. That's what happened. So like, if he was actually innocent, he could have just let the investigation keep going so that it would clear his name, and then this wouldn't be released and made him look bad.
And yet, here we are. Yeah. Shooty Bob says the best time to release the Epstein files was 10 years ago. The second best time is now.
There we go. That's the spirit, Jassa. Throw Biden in the slammer, throw Clinton in the slammer, throw Obama in the slammer. Just take Trump with him. I will happily sacrifice all of those Democratic leaders for the sake of getting Trump to see some jail. I don't believe Trump is ever going to see any jail time for anything, because the Supreme Court gave him that immunity thing, and everything he does in office is an official act, so there's nothing that they can actually charge him for. My hope is that all the people who are helping him are going to go down. It's like, if you look back at Watergate, there was something like 73, or like, I have the number wrong, I'm pulling it out of my ass, but there's a very large number of people who were working in Nixon's administration who did go to prison, even though Nixon himself got pardoned. So like, you need to make it like, as soon as Trump's gone, they need to make it abundantly clear that the people that help a president break the law like this, doesn't matter if the president's going to get indicted, you guys are going to pay for it. So then that will hopefully restore a time where like the actual civil servants will be like, hey, no, we actually can't do this because that's illegal. And then Sean says, I also don't think he's going to see it because he's going to die soon. Fingers crossed, man. We're allowed to hope for that.
Man, I'm in that weird spot where I want the man to expire and cease being president, but I don't want to see what a J.D. Vance presidency looks like.
See, I have mixed feelings on that, because on the one hand, yeah, he's a huge piece of shit. He is so much worse than Trump in a lot of ways. Hi, Casey. But on the other hand, he is so much not got the base behind him the way Trump does.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would have a much harder time actually getting shit done than Trump does.
Yeah, my problem is that I agree with that. And I'm also just like, man, but
thanks, Dick Cheney, we got the unitary executive theory. Fuck you, Dick Cheney. I don't care that you died.
Everybody's happy Dick Cheney died. I wonder why.
Yeah, on both sides of the aisle. We found another bipartisan issue.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.